All right, guys, back with another video on the Bathmate Hydro Pump. And in this one, I'm going to be talking about gaining and maintaining your gains when only using the Bathmate and not any other type of male enhancement. So, if you're using the Bathmate every other day after, your initial 18 months, okay, of gains, which I advise you to do, okay, if you're completely new to male enhancement, especially you've never done, any type of male enhancement whatsoever, never done manual exercises, Sizegenetics, Phallus and Forte, anything, and you buy one of these things, you want to commit yourself to it consistently for about 18 months, okay, more or less, give or take. But that's what I did. I was consistent with it, several days a week for about a year and a half. I made my gains, okay? I got my inch in girth, my inch and a quarter in girth and just over an inch in length. And you can actually make more, you can do better than that, okay? Some guys see even more gains than that. I would say what I experienced is normal. But after you do that, if you want to maintain what you've gained, you really only need to do a couple days a week for about 10 minutes a session to maintain the gains that you've achieved. So let's talk more about that as we go through this. So I never did manual exercises. I've talked about this in some of my other videos. I gained an inch and a quarter in girth and an inch in length, okay? Now it took me a year and a half to get that, but that was only using the Bathmate, okay? Now when I say use it consistently, I don't mean you have to use this thing every single day. In fact, you don't really want to do that. I'm not saying you can't do it, but your first year, 1 to 2 years using this thing where you're trying to make those initial gains, you want to go about 4 or 5 days a week. All right, 4 or 5 days a week is what I mean when I say use it consistently and get your initial gains in. You can go 5-6 days a week, that's fine, but you definitely don't need to. And if you do go 6 days a week for too long, you're gonna see some fatigue, okay? You're gonna experience some fatigue issues, okay? But let's see, what else did I want to say here? So right after using this thing, you guys will notice that you'll be huge for the better part of the rest of the day, okay? Anyone that's ever used this pump before, the Bathmate, knows this already. That's an awesome side effect. But you can always combine this with other things. Sizegenetics is another common one that guys will do that helps with length. Manual exercises you can do. Jelqing helps with girth, stretching more so with length. It is better to, if your main goal is making the fastest progress possible, to combine this with other things. Okay, you'll make gains faster than you ever have in your life. If you use this thing on top of something else, whether that's manual exercises, Sizegenetics, whatever it is, that is going to yield you the fastest results, all right? But I mean, even just using this thing by itself, you guys will see such an immediate difference. You really will. You will see an immediate difference, okay? If you don't stick to it consistently, if you only use it consistently for a month or two, that's not going to last very long. Eventually you're going to lose those gains. So, you really should strive to get in that year and a half, okay? And, 4 or 5 days a week. You don't have to do more than 10 or 15 minutes a session. You're going to see a pretty immediate difference in size. All right, especially if you're new to male enhancement. So the great thing about Bathmate is it's easy to use after you get used to it. There's a little bit of a learning curve right when you first get it, but it's easy to use, it's fun to use. You can just put it on while you're in the shower. And the other thing I wanted to say, the other great thing about it is that maintaining the gains are pretty easy. I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm only using this thing twice a week because I've done my initial, year and a half, like I mentioned, and I made my gains. I'm happy with my gains. I don't, really need to be any bigger than I am now at this point. And I do 2 sessions a week for 10 minutes. That's all I do, okay? Monday and Thursday. I put this on when I'm in the shower, 10 minutes, and I have not lost any of the gains that I've made. So that's not hard to do, guys. That's not hard to do, especially if you spend, 1 to 2 years initially using this thing 5 days a week. Going down to 2 days a week is gonna feel like nothing. So you definitely wanna make those gains in the first place though, and then, have gains there in the first place that you're able to maintain. So check out all my other videos. I have all of my other Bathmate videos linked down in the description below. So be sure to check those out. I've got, I think, 12 other videos. I've got more coming out this week. Newer you are to Bathmate, faster you're gonna see progress. This is something I've mentioned before. Very new guys can gain as much as 2 or 3 inches on this thing, okay? If you combine it with other male enhancement methods like the ones I mentioned. I'm not saying everyone will see that kind of progress, okay? I'm not even saying it's super common, but it's not unheard of. I mean, there are guys that, when combining this with other male enhancement techniques have seen as much as 2 to 3 inches. Like, that's no joke. So the more committed you are, guys, the faster you're gonna see progress. The gains you make will build on the prior ones over time, and adding size to your dick is very, very possible, despite what some people will tell you. So anyway, if you guys want to buy one of these, the first link down in the description below will take you to the original manufacturer, the actual company of Bathmate, so you're getting a real legitimate device. You don't want to buy this from eBay or Amazon, or I don't know where else you would really get one of these. I've never tried to get it anywhere except for Bathmate, but definitely make sure you're going straight to the source to get one of these. You want to have a real authentic pump. That's the first link right down below. Leave any questions or comments you have down below as well. If you guys found the video helpful, make sure you hit the like button. Helps me out when you guys like these videos. It also helps me out when you subscribe to the channel. So be sure to become a subscriber, because like I said, I've got some more videos coming out in the coming week. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.